Hello and welcome to my newest video. Today I'm going to take a quick first look at MagicAcademy. Now what is MagicAcademy? Well, you can kind of compare it to Ether Goo in the sense that it's an idle game. It's really similar to Ether Goo because as you can see from the screen, it has the same kind of interface. It's more graphically enhanced to some degree. It has animations and so on that Ether Goo doesn't have to some degree, but this one kind of again builds upon these idle game Ethereum ideas where you basically just buy and purchase these different units. So you have a mage, witch, seer, is it the way you pronounce it, grand wizard, summoner, enchantress, and they get increasingly more expensive, but they also produce more of the in-game currency they use. That's jade. I think it's jade. In Germany it's actually called jade, which is quite interesting because it's kind of pronounced completely different. And basically the more units you have, the more you produce jade and the more dividend you receive of the overall daily production of jade. I think that's how it works. That's at least how it works in Ether Goo, I think, and that's how you kind of have a decent return on investment, or at least the potential to have a decent return on investment. Now you can also, what's quite interesting, and I don't think Ether Goo has that, but please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, you can also buy warriors. Now warriors work differently because they don't really produce anything. They aren't not kind of a producing unit, but they are more of a fighting, battling kind of unit and defending unit. So as you can see here from a Valkyrie, for example, that's the cheapest warrior. No, it's actually not the cheapest, I'm sorry, the ranger is the cheapest, I think. So it has 5 attack, 25 defense and 500, I don't know what this one is. Steel power. Okay, so as far as I understand, I can't really click on battle because I don't have any warrior units yet. The more units you buy of these, and again they are similar to the wizards in that they range from these different in these different values basically, and the more expensive they are, the stronger they are basically. And you can attack other players as far as I understand, and you can get some of their jade production. At least that's what I'm thinking right now, basically out of my head, because I don't really see, which is I think a little bit of an issue, I don't really see any kind of way to get an explanation of how the game works exactly. You can't really click on the other items, you can't actually click even on draw without getting a little bit more information other than this one. You have a ranking system, you have a shop, but anyway, so you can attack other players, you can get some of their production of their produced jade, and I guess the success rate of attacking someone else, battling with them, and then earning or getting their jade is based on these different stats. So you have again attack, this will be accumulated all put together the more units you have. Defense is going to be the same way, and which is quite interesting, the steel power. I guess the higher steel power you have, the higher the chances to get jade or steal jade from other players, or just the amount of jade will be higher based on the steel power. But yeah, definitely an interesting concept and an additional mechanic based on the idea of Ether Goo and some of the other idle games out on the Ethereum blockchain right now. So I also have the Ethereum price. So this one is the cheapest, the Musketeer. I think it's 0.005 Ethereum. That's I don't know how little it is. That's actually just $0.5. So that's half dollar basically, which is quite interesting. No, I'm sorry, this is actually $5. What am I saying? Well, right now with the Ethereum price being down, it's not necessarily $5 anymore. I think it's around $2, something along those lines. But yeah, definitely test it out. Really interesting concept. I like the idea. I'm probably going to start playing it myself in the next week. I don't have any kind of Ethereum stored on this current MetaMask, so I can't really test it, but I'm going to load some money onto it, some Ethereum, and test it out more thoroughly. Again, this is just a first look video. Now another point I wanted to make about MagicAcademy is that it now belongs to Bitguild, and for those of you who don't know what Bitguild is, it's basically one of the first gaming platforms, gaming portals where you have all these different crypto or blockchain games put together. And they also had a token sale which was, I guess, decently successful. They have their own in-game currency, and you see you have all these different advantages when you use games based on Bitguild. So you have tradable in-game assets that are kind of tradable around all these different games, independent of developers, auction house, plat token. So you have their own ERC20 token, which kind of works as their in-game currency. As I said before, that is the same along around all of these different games. You have a game incubator. The portal fosters player to player and player to developer interaction, which is always interesting. Again, provides a decent platform for value increase for the developers and making the game more popular. Obviously, the more games you store on one platform, the higher the chance that you kind of use your marketing budget and all the other strategies to make your game become more or attract a larger market by again combining these games together instead of just doing it one by one. Item wallet, unlike traditional cryptocurrency wallets, Bitguild's item wallet, so they have their own item wallet, allows for the display of non-fungible tokens such as game items and equipment, transparent transactions always. So a lot of different advantages of cryptocurrency for the video game industry put together, which is always great. And I haven't done a video about Bitguild. Maybe I'm going to do a more in-depth video or just a first look video only about Bitguild. But what I'm trying to say is this is definitely a great idea to have these kind of gaming platforms, portals as it's called here, accumulating all these different games, and it's just going to help bundling up the resources you need for making crypto games overall become more successful as well. So if I click on get started right now, you can already see they have 4 different games, well actually 5 in their store. I actually have to, didn't have to do that last time. So I can't really click on this without, because I just wanted to show you, okay, I can actually just, I don't want to do that right now because I have to show my email address, which I don't want to do. But anyway, click on it yourself. Bitguild, it has 5 different games right now, MagicAcademy being one of them. Another relatively popular one, which is also really interesting, is as you can see, Axie Infinity is there. And what they're also doing right now, because most of the other games are just coming soon, is Ether Online, which I've also done a video about, and they're all incorporating these different projects and games into their platform, which is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. So yeah, definitely check it out. I think games that just kind of are again accumulated and collected on these different larger gaming platforms, they have a higher marketing budget, they have a higher production budget, they have a higher development budget, and so on. They just become more professional and will eventually lead to a higher success rate in my opinion. So most of these games again that are part of some larger network or gaming portal, as Bitguild calls it, the higher the chance I think they become successful. So you should definitely test it out or check it out, at least this idle game MagicAcademy. I'm going to post a link to the game in the video description, and I'm also going to post a link to Bitguild. Maybe I'm going to find a Medium, I'm sorry, not the Medium page, but the Discord channel and the Telegram channel, so you can talk to developers, talk to the community, because as I always say, please don't take this video as financial advice, and make sure to do your own research, and you can relatively do so when you're also joining the Discord and the Telegram channels. Other than that, hope you liked the video. Test out magicacademy.io, and I'll see you next time. Bye.